Let's see here. My voice is kind of shot again. Yeah, I've been kind of sick this week. What video can I make for this week? Shitting on Rwby works. Also, huge disclaimer, audio is trash, but like, you're gonna have to deal with it right now. God, I talk too much. I ramble on for just hours. I'm not editing all this. Okay, let me start over. Let's make this quick and simple so I can edit this and be done. When I say forgotten ones, like what's in the title, I mean things that they plumb forgotten or it feels like they plumb forgotten. Also, my voice is dying. You gotta deal with it. Salem.
We finally had freedom.
They totally forgot she was a villain. They forgot that she was the one who killed her children and tried to kill her husband. She is a true evil villain to where she has reasoning for it. She's done awful things and she's too far gone to be saved. Maybe by the main character, but you know, it depends on how the story is gonna go. But anybody else isn't going to save her. But she had main cast right in her grasp. People who defied her, snuck into her whale, and was trying to take the things she had worked so hard to get. And she was like, you're main characters. So, kill you, I'm not gonna do. It makes sense to kill you because I don't care about you. I don't know you, and you're an active threat to me in the sense of you or somebody else could be trying to steal my shit. Still not going to kill you. Emerald, Hazel, hey. I know you're actively defying me, and it seems like you're working with him, if nothing. I should kill you in an instant. Both of you should have been gone. No, I'm gonna fight it out with Hazel as if I couldn't snap his neck. That whole threatening thing I did before with you.
I don't.
To where you didn't even have the chance to move. Doesn't exist anymore, never did it, you're just gonna live. For what reasons? Who knows? It's reasons. So, let's go down the list of powers and semblances and weapons. The Schnee family's semblance is just, it's whatever. I don't even know if it's forgotten or it's just like, They don't know how to use their glyphs sometimes. They don't know how to use their summoning sometimes. They don't dust. They're the Schnee Dust Company family. Like, they've had dust their entire life. Other dust than ice dust. I've never heard of, I don't know it, like, I can't help you. I know I literally have a weapon that holds different type of dust. It's designed specifically to hold more than one type of dust. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't do that. I know I've defeated many monsters to where I can summon pretty much most of them for any situation. Nah, I'm gonna summon the knight, this bee looking thing, and the chimera and the birds. Cause there's no other Grimm that would be really useful. Whether it's for speed, whether it's anything. Like, it's not like it'd be really useful to have one of like the Saber-Tooth Grimm or the Beowulfs or anything that could go on all fours and I could be on its back and I could speed it out of there. It's not like that'd be useful or anything. And glyphs that can, be platforms and shit, that's not useful either. I don't need that. Remember how Rwby could change out what type of bullet she has? Them either. They couldn't remember that either because when has she ever used that to where it actually makes sense, it's actually convenient? She showed it off a few times to where it was literally useless, but when it's actually convenient and it makes sense to use it, I don't have that power anymore. Also, Rwby's weapon can flip, so she doesn't have to do the whole flipping her weapon so it can turn around. It can automatically turn around. What happened to that upgrade? I mean, you can make the argument that maybe it just happens and we just don't see it because it's so fast, but I don't know about that. They forgot that Nora's upgrade doesn't make sense, so they just plumb forgot her upgrade. Her upgrade was that she could charge up the electric energy straight into her weapon. First of all, it seemed like she could already do that, but just in case, oh no, well specifically, no, it's different than when whatever, okay, let's go with it's different. They forgot she could do that. She could do that. There are several times where that was needed, but instead, she didn't use it, because kill me, that's why. This is more of a nitpick, but I personally have a problem with this. Emerald Semblance, they forgot how that works, because how Emerald Semblance can mask the sound, not the visuals, the sound of a ship to where Ironwood doesn't hear a large ship being docked and people walking out of it. I'm confused. Hell, even hearing Penny fly and land is not the same as a fucking ship. So how she made some audible changes makes no sense. I guess this is just alright. I guess we're not gonna acknowledge it, but whatever. Listen, Blake used to use her semblance to fight all the time, and I feel like they never use her semblance. Again, that's just a nitpick. That's not even really a part of it. I feel like she never uses her semblance anymore, and when she does, it's just in the stupidest way. Like, she basically has a semblance to where she could sneak up on people, but she just doesn't. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. It just feels like they're introducing random shit and saying like, oh, this didn't stick, or I don't like this, and then just retconning it out like it never existed, or just like only using it when it's convenient for their plots or because of reasons. And it's like, nah, it's not how it works. When someone has like a canon thing, they typically, have it to use it. But whatever, I guess. Vine, I believe they forgot what Vine's semblance does, honestly. Because the whole thing with him sacrificing himself to die makes really not a lick of sense to me. He could have wrapped the ship around his aura or his semblance or whatever that shit is without him having to go into the ship. Like, he didn't. Unless he knew. No, that doesn't make any sense. Even if he knew how much it would take, it still, it makes no sense of why he died. I get that they were trying to make it dramatic. I'm not really that mad about that, or I'm not mad about anything, but I'm not that pressed about that. But it just seemed really stupid. Getting off of semblances and whatnot, let's talk about Emerald's redemption. Didn't make any sense. I feel like they forgot who Emerald was as a character. She at Beacon watched people die. At Haven was willing to kill them. Before that, helped Cinder kill and almost suck the energy out of a young girl just so Cinder could be the Fall Maiden. She has watched people die several times. Oh, not even that. Not even that. Because I know the first excuse people are going to be like is, well, she never killed anybody herself. She did. Second season, first episode, she murked someone. She killed an ex-member of the White Fang and had no remorse. No, not even the stuff that happened at Beacon where it's like,
It's almost sad.
none of that. Her and Mercury murked that guy, and that's just what it was. This whole redemption arc thing where she's just rooting for the good guys now, and she's good because of whatever happened with Hazel or whatever, makes no sense. She has killed people. She has tried to kill people. And Cinder can't make her feel good about that. If she felt bad consistently throughout the entire series, that's different. If she felt real guilt because of it, that's different. But honestly, it almost seemed like she kind of felt guilty, but then it went away very quickly. And after a while, after actually the one time at Beacon to where she said like it's almost sad, it kind of just seemed like she never really felt guilty about anyone dying.
I know. I can't beat you. Fill that thing full of holes before you take me down.
And in my personal opinion, you can't just explain that away with, oh, well, she loved Cinder so much that she was okay with these people dying. No, it's not how that works. Character can't just be like, I'm gonna kill all you people for the one girl. Oh, I guess I feel better. I'm rooting for you guys. Like, I don't see that being a thing. I could make a whole separate video on how they just forget that semblances and aura work. In this volume, the current volume, volume 8, Winter lost her semblance and still summoned. And don't give me the maiden powers gave her aura. Don't give me that shit. We all know that's the biggest stretch, and that'll just be us making up an excuse of why that works. Also, Penny's aura didn't break, but Cinder got her in the stomach. or wherever she got her. Actually, I don't know if it was the stomach. She got her though. There's a whole other video I could make specifically talking about the inconsistencies with semblances and auras when it comes to like them breaking and how they're. It's a whole other thing. But I just wanted to point that out. The most obvious one is why I saved it for last. Maria and Pietro, where are they? They were left on Amity and no one cared that they were there. Penny didn't care that her father, the one that loved her, the one that gave her life, all of that. Fuck Rwby and this whole, well, Rwby loved her and she's her best friend. Her father has always loved her, cared about her, wanted her to experience things, wanted her to get... She would have never met Rwby if it was not for her father's love and acceptance and pushing her out there to be her own person.
You gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed, I won't be able to...
This man gave her life. This man gave up his health. Something Rwby did not do. Because Rwby stand there and watched what happened to her happen. Pietro gave up his life energy, shortened his existence so she could have one. Oh, she never thought about it. Not even in her final moments. Did not give like two shits about her dad. They have a whole thing with honestly the characters forgetting about their family members. About the people who love them. It's just like, oh, if you're not there, you don't love me and you don't care and you mean nothing to me. Rwby and Yang have been forgotten about their dad. That man doesn't exist anymore. Penny forgot about her dad. Like, people just forget about their family members and their loved ones for some reason. Anyways, I'm done. We done. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
We could have been stardust, same world but without us.